good way to finish the season, a pretty emphatic statement.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, obviously the scoreboard, probably says that. I mean, there was, I don't know, a few different times of the game we were up and down a bit. The game, started with felt like about 10 minutes where there wasn't too much break in play. So the players sort of hammer and tong, and then slowly but surely we sort of got on top. We had. In that time, we probably won the field position, and I think that's what really helped us score those points in the first half. I thought we bombed a couple of tries in the first half. To be quite honest, I thought we probably could have scored a couple more, but then the second half we had a few injuries and whatever. We had to make a whole heap of changes or different positional swapped, and then El went to the bin, and so that was. Bit of helter-skelter, to be quite honest, but like I say, I just got to be impressed with how we handled that, how we handled the start of the game. I thought, I thought the Broncos, really come to play there, but I thought we got on top of that, and then that they struggled to come back from that.
What about Sewer? What can you tell us about him?
Sorry, mate.
What about Sewer? What's his scenario?
He's not quite sure how bad it is. He thought he heard a pop in his hamstring. I don't think he's ever had a major injury before, but the medical staff don't seem to think it's too bad. So, like I say, we'll just have to wait to have a scan and go from there. But he's a great run of the footy. Just really like lightning, and the more games we can get in, the more he's going to learn about the game, and and the better player he'll be. But he certainly. For me, he improved on last week's performance as well. So, I think he's going to be a real good player for us.
It's a plan, obviously, to have Ryan come back into the side next week. Is that
like at a pinch, perhaps could have played this week. But again, we just didn't want to take that risk, and we didn't want him pull up sore and then probably can't train all next week. Leading into the final. So we thought that was. The best way to go, and I think the medical staff seem to think Paps will be fine for next week.
You must be a lot happier with the way you're going into the finals this year than what you did last year. Obviously, it came up here last year in the first final. But what's the difference, Craig, this year?
I can't remember what happened yesterday. Sometimes I don't know what happened 12 months ago, but I just think this year, being the minor premiers, I think most of that has come from we've had injuries and setbacks, like all teams probably do during a long season like it is, 27 rounds. But I just think the guys that have come in, they've done just such a good job. You see guys like Wishy and Grant Anderson and Jack Howes come in, and so there's been a lot of players that have come into the team for different reasons. Usually injury, but they've just really performed and really kicked on. So I think that's the reason, to be quite honest. So sometimes, you put a player in there and he's probably not quite ready for first grade because he hasn't played much first grade, but these guys seem to have, after a week or two, they've seemed to really, got hold of, grab that opportunity and run with it and made a success of it.
Craig, are you a bit confused about Delhi getting put in Sylvian and then placed on report? And then when the independent doctor had a look, deemed that Tristan Saylor was fine to stay on the field because there'd been no contact to the head?
Well, we'll be able to use that to our advantage, I would imagine. It doesn't really surprise me with some of the things that have happened this year. And I know it's hard for referee, without doubt. It's hard for referee, it's hard for the bunker at times and whatever, but we just like to see things, be consistent. And, like I say, to actually, from where I was sitting, I didn't think it was too bad. And I was very surprised when he went to the bin. I was surprised at what I saw. They went to the bin. And then when you think about it, you're probably not that surprised. So at the end of the day, you understand, we want to get hit, people getting hit in the head out of our game without a doubt. but sometimes accidents are accidents. Sometimes, you know, people slip down, and so yeah, I'm not quite sure what the answer is, but like I say, yeah, I was surprised that he went to the bin.
Harry, you at Takura then made a tackle a bit later. I think I saw you talking to the referee at some stage. Like, what was his explanation? Because it just was inconsistent in that moment.
Yeah, I think things just moved on pretty quick there, but obviously similar scenario. Yeah, sort of looked like direct contact, but you know, we can't change them. We can't worry about that. We just got to move on and get on with our game. Yeah, I just think that's in their control, and it's obviously crackdowns and whatnot, but it's not for us to worry about as long as we're getting on with our next job.
Craig, we know your competitive standards. How much would you love to win another comp and break this Penrith dynasty?
Doesn't really matter whose dynasty it is. You know, you love to win a grand final, and you know, we've won a couple in my time, but you know, they're hard to win. You know, the grand finals are hard to get to. You know, so you know, we just want to concentrate on each week and concentrate on each day, and then go from there. But you know, everyone in the game would love to win a grand final or be in the grand final. You know, like I say, it's you know, a great feeling, and it's a great reward for, you know, you have to do a lot of things right, you know, and so like I say, you know, we know we're in the finals. We're not quite sure who we're going to be playing yet, but you know, that'll sort itself out over the next couple of days, and you know, hopefully you know, we can be ready and you know, play our best footy in the next month or how many weeks.
You've intimated in recent years perhaps thoughts of retirement, rolling one-year deals, that sort of stuff. Tonight you brought up win 400. Where does that sit in your list of achievements and the significance against the Broncos, team that you used to coach here?
Yeah, I didn't know about that, but you know, they told me in the dressing room after, and you know, for me it's a nice milestone, I suppose. But at the end of the day, it's like I sit up in the box. You know, I haven't got, you know, I've got some sort of influence during the week, I suppose, but at the end of the day, it's the players that have, you know, gone out and done all the hard work, and so I think, you know, I'd like to thank all the players that I've had, you know, during the last 20 years or 21 years, whatever it is. You know, they're the ones that have won the games for us, you know. So at the end of the day, I suppose it isn't a nice milestone, but I think it's a nice milestone for the whole club. Not just me, as you know, I've been here for 400 wins. I think, you know, all the players that have, you know, been here during that time, you know, they should all take a lot of pride out of that, and you know, the club as a whole.
Craig,
just one more question, guys.
Just on Jahrome Hughes, he's been outstanding, Craig, this year. Would you love to see him win the Dally M medal?
Yeah, I'd love to see any of my players win the Dally M, but the way he's played this year, he has been outstanding, you know, and consistently outstanding. You know, like out there tonight, he was. You know, I thought our leaders tonight were outstanding. You know, with Harry and Munn and, you know, Hughesy. You know, I thought they done one hell of a job out there tonight. And yeah, but Hughes, he's just sort of found a bit. I just think he's found more confidence in himself this year, where I think we've always had a lot of confidence in him, but he probably hasn't had that himself, to be quite honest. But I think for some reason this year it's clicked, that how good a player he is and how important he is to the team and how important these guys see him as. And he's just gone out and played his footy, and like I say, we've been getting you know, some real good rewards, you know, with him doing that.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.